What's up, Scorpio? Welcome to my channel, The Intuitive Teacup. Happy New Year, happy 2020. I hope this video finds you all well. Thank you for all those returning subscribers. I appreciate you. Thank you for helping me to get where I am today. And welcome to the newbies. Cross-watchers are welcome. Happy to have you all. Here we are going to do your January 2020 general tarot message. Because we are on YouTube doing general messages, that means not everything I say is going to resonate with all the Scorpios out there. I can just about guarantee you that. Pieces and parts of this will likely resonate for you. I hope lots and lots of it does. But ultimately, it is up to you to come into this with an open heart and an open mind, and to take away the messages that you feel, Scorpio, are intended for you for your best and highest good. You will always be in the driver's seat. That is important. Everything about this video is written in the description box below, including the decks I'm using here today, as well as my social media. I'm the Intuitive Teacup on Facebook and Instagram. As always, I ask you to drop a like, share, subscribe wherever you can. That helps me a whole lot, including on this video somewhere down there. Hit subscribe if you haven't already, if you like what you see here. Also give these messages time to resonate, not just here and now, in an hour, in a few days, in a few weeks. Sometimes messages very frequently will resonate after you've heard the message and absorbed it. So yeah, give it time. Don't force anything to fit yet. If it's unfamiliar, you can drop it like it's hot, or you can save it in your pocket for a rainy day. Maybe it will strike a chord with you later. All right, wrapping up the intro. Anything else you need to know? This is general. It may have to do with love, career. Again, take only what resonates for your story. Wow, too many cards. I don't even know what to do with all those cards. Scorpio. All right, I'm going to leave, I think this is a separate message, and I'm going to leave those as clarifiers. So this is one, like, off-the-cuff message, or however you want to say it. Ooh, this is rough. Ooh, Scorpio, what's going on here? 5 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles, and 9 of Swords. There's some sort of action that was taken, and there's extreme regret or remorse or even worry about the results that are going to yield from it, or like the damage has been done and the person has instantly regretted it. I don't know why, Scorpio. I feel like I don't feel like this is you. I feel like this is something that's been weighing on your mind because you're hurting on the inside. I don't know why, but something about this is like a message you needed to hear, because there's this sucks. There's a very good chance you're not going to get an apology because of what happened. There's a very good chance that you're not going to hear from this person, or there may not be traditional justice brought to this situation, but this is validation that whatever happened to you, this person knows that they effed up, if you know what I mean, and it's keeping them awake at night. They're losing sleep over it. And I'm not saying all of you won't hear back, especially if this is like romantic relationship or somebody who like kind of screwed you over at work. I'm not saying indefinitely you may not get justice brought to this, but something about this is like you need to be okay in knowing there is karmic justice for them, but it may not, like you may have served your purpose in this person's story, in their timeline, in like your spiritual path collided with them for a reason, and they're taking away karmic lessons because of some sort of injustice that was done to you. That's very vague and very random. A lot of sword energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I don't know if that means anything to you. This person is trying to figure out how to fix it, but it's like they're sinking deeper and deeper into a very dark headspace. Ugh. Anyway, okay, that's a weird way to start your reading. Sorry, Scorpio. But as I said, for most of you, that actually feels like, again, another person that you were like an unfortunate, like bystander of some really like nasty shit they got up to. So I guess it's saying, for those who don't hear back, or if it's eating away at you because you're angry or bitter or something, let it go, because that person has something else coming to them, but I don't necessarily think it's going to involve you anymore in that situation. So I hope that brings you some peace of mind. Anyway, that was a very random message. Let's hop into your actual reading. So assessment, 7 of Pentacles. Interestingly enough, that's what your person has too. So I mean, maybe this is you, right? If it resonates, you'll know if it's your story. But anyway, your energy coming into January, roughly for the month of January, right? 7 of Pentacles, crossing that is 5 of Pentacles. All right. So difficulty with money, feelings of loss or abandonment, particularly regarding that situation. See, now I keep wanting to like revisit that, because maybe that I thought that was going to be like an alone message, but it may actually relate to this. We'll see. We'll see. Seven of Pentacles and Five of Pentacles. Giving someone the key to your heart, and then they took it and ran. They didn't return on their promise. Again, isolation, abandonment, feeling lost, feeling like a crisis of faith, feeling like things are never going to get better. Feeling like, and I said this in your other video too, feeling like you're being treated less than, like you're being treated like a child, like you're literally smaller. I'm almost getting like Alice in Wonderland vibes from this, where it's like you've shrunken, and it's like you have the key to get out of like this, you know, she drinks the bottle and she grows in size and something like that. You're being seen as minute or immature or less than, particularly in what you're getting paid. Actually, this feels like a power dynamic to me, again, where it's like your contributions to the team, your time, your energy, your efforts, it's like they're feeding, what is that expression? Like feeding the hog or feeding God, I'm terrible with expressions. Like the fat cow or whatever it's called. Your contributions are going to someone who's like absorbing all the funds for themselves. Something about this feels like master manipulator to me. I mean, you might be dealing with like a Gemini or a, Gemini or Virgo. It doesn't have to be. That's not typically what this card says to me, but I'm almost seeing this as like part of a team you're contributing to, only this person is the one who's reaping all the benefits and they're not doing anything at all. They're just like watching it grow, watching their empire, watching their company grow. This feels like some sort of startup. This is such a random message. Some sort of startup that was started by like a trust fund baby, someone who's like in their early to mid 20s and they had a great idea and, you know, thousands of dollars to just invest in this, and like, so the results of it don't really matter to them, but the people working under them, the worker bees, they're doing the whole blood, sweat, and tears thing to try and make ends meet, and you know, their job, their career, and yet, yeah, it's, I think, to my Scorpios resonating with this, you're kind of slowly realizing that this is maybe not a good fit for you. Something about like shrunken power, difference in power dynamics. And if it's not power dynamics, I do think it has to do with salary. How much you're getting paid versus how much you're worth. You yourself, Scorpio, have the seed or the beginning, the growth of something that could grow into something really beautiful and lovely. But I don't know if you're investing in the wrong people or working with the wrong people. I'm just sort of getting you need to be very protective of your, I heard secret. You need to be very protective of your energy also, protective of your money, protective of your trust, who you're letting into your circle. Because you may be sort of, even subconsciously or unaware that you're contributing to, I do just keep hearing manipulator. Someone who doesn't have their heart in the right place, someone who's money hungry, who's greedy. And you're kind of getting the short end of the stick. Scorpio. What's going on in the subconscious? The King of Cups. Yeah, listening to your intuition, following your heart. You know something's wrong here. You feel it. You feel it in your body. You may be having like anxiety, mental aches, or like aches and pains in the body. Maybe your job is very laborious or labor intensive or something. But it's more than that. It's like a something physiological, like when you're in the workspace or around that person. You know how you can just sense people's energies, especially you, Scorpio, and this is your card. There, you have reason to believe that what you're feeling is true, is accurate, because your heart is telling you so. What is this King of Cups about for Scorpio? There's a way out, but it's going to take some sort of risk. Sticking your neck out is the term I heard. So I think some of you, if this is resonating, I just keep getting kind of like corporate setting. And if that's not you, it may still apply into whatever this is. But something about sticking your neck out and speaking up for the team, it puts your head on the chopping block. You know there might be consequences or repercussions for speaking your truth, for speaking, you know, for the team from the heart. This is kind of like the father figure card, doing what's best for the family, for the group, for the community, for the neighborhood, for the church, for the, you know, the group of spiritualists, however this resonates. I am, Eight of Wands is what's clarifying it, and with this, it's usually the card of like rapid, swift action, travel. It could be communication. It's fire energy, so a spark, something quick, something creative. What's interesting is the person who's benefiting off of all these little worker bees, is what I'm going to call them. They have light around them. They have energy. They have magic. They have creativity. If those people, and I feel like I've said this in your readings before, if those people, the worker bees, were to get together, they could like spark their own flame. They could spark their own business. They could, what is the word? They could segment off from this like fat cow, this empire, this, you know what I mean? Whoever is ruling over the company or whatever, the family, I don't know how this is going to relate. They can do magic on their own. They don't need this person calling the shots because they're not doing any of the work. This person is like just a waste of space, a waste of energy. And you know this, like you're sitting on your throne, you have power, you have creativity, you have energy and love that could be used in a capacity to like bring magic to some sort of team dynamic. There's very much like a leadership aspect to this, Scorpio. And I don't think you've realized it yet. I think you're still down with like the worker bees doing like, you know, the hustle and this and that, the hustle and bustle of it. But there's a need for you to rise to power, whatever that means to you. And maybe that just means tapping into your confidence more, getting your confidence up to stick your neck out and take some sort of risk to, and, you know, use your own intuition, but, you know, take some sort of risk where you go off and branch off on your own. Maybe this is starting your own business. And you create the followers, right? All of a sudden, like your spark is what's attracting light from others. Light work, right? There's something about you being the power player, you calling the shots, you being in command, because you have good ideas. And something about this, it will move faster. The successes will be more swift. I just want to say when people start listening to your ideas and what you have to say. And I mean, that's badass, right? I think we all like hearing that. Like, yeah, I do have good ideas. I mean, that's what this is saying to me. I do have good ideas. I don't know why that's funny to me. Anyway, okay. Looking at your past, you have Page of Wands. Yeah, something in its infancy stage. That's what I mean. It's like you haven't fully recognized and stepped into your power yet. You're still on a path of discovery. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but look at you. You're holding a magic wand. You could be holding 8 magic wands. Your magic wand could attract 7 others. Something about community, team building, being involved in some sort of social network or group. And you know what's so funny? I say the word social network. When I looked at this, I was like, this is like a freaking like Zuckerberg type guy. Like he's young and he's, you know, cocky and this and that. And like, he probably has great ideas and some sort of ability to like wow the crowd with his words, intelligence. But when it comes down to it, he's not doing the work. And no shade to Zuckerberg, but that's what I mean when I said like social networks. It seems like he attracted some sort of bandwagon of that's a good idea and startup company and I want to join and I believe in this. But the way it's being run and operated, it's either financially not successful or people aren't feeling like they are valued or their worth is not being recognized. And so in your subconscious, it's like taking the beginnings, the startup. I keep using that term startup. Something creative, something magic, something that has like lit the spark, and taking it to new lands, taking it to new places, or attracting other clientele, other vendors, working with people who have similar talents, creativities, magic, whatever that means. In the past, it's like, I think you had to take this job by necessity, maybe because money was tight. And because pages are children and messengers, I'm just getting infancy stage. And even as I was saying, like the Alice in Wonderland of shrinking, you may have only saw yourself as only worth earning, you know, X amount of income or being able to have this specific title, but you're traveling to new lands, you're exploring, you're getting inspired and excited by new things. So this wasn't for nothing, because something about this is speaking to me like you met someone on your soul path. That collaboration is a word that keeps coming to mind, and I wasn't able to verbalize it until now. Collaboration, but with the right people. Your magic, your light, your wonderment, your awe, your excitement of this idea, I think it's going to attract either clients and people that you work with that want your services, or people you can, like, again, collaborate with and form some sort of, I don't know if it's a company or just some sort of like social group where you guys hang out and do this, you know, fill in the blank. That's your past, so I don't feel the need to over clarify it, but it's exciting. The Page of Wands, it's what excites us. What do we find fun? What are we curious about? It's exploring that curiosity in more detail. All right, so what are your goals? What are you thinking of? Yeah, all right. So 5 of Cups. Fives in tarot are tricky numbers. They're awkward. They're agents of how does she say it? Change and chaos. That's what my favorite reader always says. So with the 5 of Cups, I always call it the total eclipse of the heart, if you guys know that song. It's like you're shrouded in the black cape and everything is just, oh my God, it's so sad and I'll never get over this. And I'm laughing only because there's hope here, right? You're so focused on the past of disappointments, things that didn't work out, cups that have been spilled that ultimately you probably won't get back. Potentially something in a relationship. It could have been with an earth sign if it was a romantic relationship. Again, loss, abandonment. It's a little bit woe is me though, and here's why. Something about this situation, this 5, you're viewing it from a perspective of all is lost, hope is gone, you know, again, woe is me. But from this situation, something can be salvaged, something can be saved. And as I was saying, collaboration, I am strongly sensing that from this business situation or from this relationship, say it's romantic, it could be the friend of the person you dated who dumped you actually ends up being a really good match for you. And maybe it's romantic, but maybe it's like, again, collaboration and business partnership, some sort of creative, artistic, spiritual endeavor. Maybe they're your buddy you go to the gym with every Monday, right? And, you know, they keep you on track. And that there's some, I do want to say partnership. Again, collaboration is really important here for my Scorpios. There's something to be taken away from a loss that you experienced. And people don't like hearing that, right? Because when you're going through this, you don't want to hear woe is me, because it's like, you don't understand. This sucked. This broke my heart. You know, they stole my heart. They stole my money. They stole my house. They stole whatever. They stole my cat. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh. Sorry, Scorpio. Something about this, though, there's light at the end of the tunnel. Had you not gone through this situation, this opportunity would not have presented itself. So this is saying be aware of what's around you, Scorpio. Instead of lingering on what used to be and what disappointed you, make sure you're awakened, right? Make sure you are in a place mentally, emotionally, physically, where you can see the miracles, where you can see the opportunities for joy and fulfillment that the universe is trying to present you with. And I do want to say it's probably in the form of a person. If this isn't you, Scorpio, though I think it is, this could indicate that another water sign is going to be a really good collaborator. Potentially romantic, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Or a Sagittarius, doesn't have to be, but... So because this is coming up in your goals, I do think you want light at the end of the tunnel. You've been through something that was a real pain in the ass, right? And I think your hope is that there is going to be something good that's going to come out of it. But I don't think you're seeing it now if this is presenting as 5 of Pentacles. Or if you are aware that, like, it's time to sever ties with something or someone that disappointed you, part of you is lacking confidence that you can go off and build it on your own, do it on your own, maybe just be single for a while. The assessment, it's like, well, I've already started to grow this here. Should I abandon it now? Like, I kind of need this job. I don't want to be alone, even though I don't love this person anymore. You know, we pay rent together. So, you know what I mean? You're compromising because there's a lack of confidence that you can go out and find new avenues. New avenues for money, new avenues for ultimately joy and happiness. What's something that's going to fill your cup? But I would be on the search for, and I hate to say it that way because that's a weird way to go into it, but put your cup out there, put your cup out to the world. Light attracts light, so I'm not saying go into every relationship thinking it's going to be a romantic partnership or a business partnership, but go out, go exploring, be active, be social, because again, you might meet a cup that matches yours, and I just want to say, like, you could do something magic together. Look at this card, like, that's amazing. It feels like, drumsticks for one thing, for those who are musicians, maybe a drummer, maybe in some sort of band, or putting on a concert or a show, or making music, writing lyrics. That's going to be for one or two of you. And it also reminds me of, what do you call those little sticks at 4th of July that you light up and they look like little Tinkerbell wands? Sparklers? It looks like sparklers. So yeah, there's like a good spark, a good connection that could happen with this Two of Cups. If you can, again, like as I was saying, segment yourself off from Mark Zuckerberg. Who the hell is this? I don't like him. I'm just going to say it. Maybe somebody dated a Mark. I don't know. And it doesn't have to be romantic, but yeah, like this person is very clever and tricky with their words. Again, master manipulator, strong Virgo and Gemini vibes. They easily can talk their way out of a tricky situation, and with that, they're able to fool the public. This person doesn't have a lot of integrity, but they probably have a lot of money, and they've coasted by in life off of that. They have a mentality that is in it for themselves, not for the team, and that is the exact opposite of what you're presenting as. You're the father here, right? You're the king of love, the king of cups, the king of spreading joy. And look, you bring the troops together. You bring like the band together. You bring the team together. Collaboration. All right, sorry. Long video. Stop rambling. Tell me about this Two of Cups that Scorpio potentially is missing out on. And you'll never miss out on it. What's meant to be will be, but this is encouraging you to get over it, or not to get over it faster. That sounds so insensitive, but to, as I said, notice the miracles. Notice the little things. Even though things are awkward right now, you have 2 5s. I know something here is giving you worries or trouble. Try and see... Try and find some joy in your day. Seek that out. Spend more time and energy in that. Knight of Wands and 9 of Wands. This is such a random message, but something about the way you say 9 of Wands and Knight of Wands, they sound so similar. That's what I mean. You're going to find somebody who matches your cup. They may even have a name similar to you, or start with the same letter, or there's something about the way something sounds that's going to click, or like, this is so random. Like your name is going to be called somewhere and they're going to mistake it for their name, and that's how you meet. And it might be romantic, but it may be, again, business partnership or something about there's a misunderstanding of what you hear, and that is how you're going to meet somebody. Not all of you, just some of you, but it has to do with this Two of Cups. And again, it's something about misinterpreting or misunderstanding. And it may be someone that you already work with, or you met through a company or through a job, or as I was saying, like the friend of a friend. It's like you finally understand you were supposed to be with that one, not that one, but the whole time they were both in your life. A very interesting message there. This is someone you wrote off as foolish or silly or immature, Knight of Wands. You saw them as just like the jokester or the class clown, so to say. You saw them as hold on, I'm getting to the silver lining here. You wrote them off instantly as just like, oh, they're like an asshole. They're just, what an idiot. Like, I'm literally rolling my eyes because I'm feeling that. You were very blocked off and guarded to wanting to accept them into your social circle, your network. But this is actually someone that you're going to spark magic with. It could, again, I said Sagittarius earlier. It might be a Sagittarius or another fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. Interesting. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. Don't be defensive. Don't be guarded. Let your guard down. Again, to the right people. Not ones who are going to burn you, but to people that maybe you wouldn't normally go grab a coffee with. You have nothing to lose, right, Scorpio? It's a coffee. Like, you know what I mean? Like, be open to having fun, and that's what I was saying with this. Go on adventures, go have some fun, flirt, date. That's what the Knight of Wands is all about, and it might just turn into something more magic and greater than you had initially thought. All right, so what's coming in the near future? The King of Pentacles. All right, I like that. Money is going to be restored because a lot of you, money is super weird right now. You're not sure whether to stay or go. You're not sure whether to abandon or keep sowing the seeds, even if that means in a relationship. Yeah, I think this is who's going to match your cup. I'm still thinking this is energy. You're going to find another player on your team. And yeah, it's something that would stand the test of time. It's something, this person is very logical in the way they approach any sort of situation. They're good with their money. They're very, they're very diligent, they're very organized, they look at the big picture, they look at the long term. So especially those looking to collaborate in a business, this will be a good person to have on your team. And that might be you stepping up into, oh wow, okay, this isn't for everyone, I'm just putting it out there. There might be an opportunity where if this goes south really fast, this person may abandon their company, and I don't know how the mechanics of this would work, but you may actually step up into a leadership position at this company and like save it. You restore order and balance and money flow into something that was like corrupt, something that it couldn't grow. I'm just using this as because I referenced it before, like the master manipulator, this, you know, young 20-year-old who doesn't, and no offense, I'm not trying to make it like an ageism thing, right? I'm just saying that this person is like, they're trying to get their head above water. They like leaped before they looked, and they ended up in like some sort of financial situation where the worker bees are struggling, and like, I don't know. This person may flee, in which case you may step into power. So there's a couple ways this could go. This could be someone new in your life, probably an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or it could be you stepping in to like make money flow better because you just have better leadership skills than this person does. I don't know how else to say it. And so maybe that's what this is, that first narrative that kind of came up. Maybe that's this Mark Zuckerberg fella. Maybe it's a relationship. Maybe it's your boss. Maybe it's your supervisor. They played dirty. They played some head games, and something didn't turn out the way they wanted it to, and now they're losing sleep about it. Again, I don't think this is you, Scorpio. I think it's this. I think it's the master manipulator. Clarify King of Pentacles for Scorpio. Why is that coming through? How interesting. All right, give me 1 second. So yeah, some sort of opportunity. You're walking through a door of opportunity, and it does have to do with money, but you're rewriting the rules. You're rewriting the scripture. Some of you may literally be writing a book or an article or something about that. And it has to do with something that didn't work out. It has to do, coffin, the idea of death, the closing out of a cycle, something that was thrown away and left for dead. That's what this is. I think you're coming in to rewrite it, to restructure the company, to something about documents or legal things, or you may call bullshit on some sort of like harassment suit, or like I don't know, like a legal litigation thing that happens at this company, that something is flying under the radar that's not cool. And again, I think you step up, you stick your neck out, you take that risk to be like, we deserve better. Like, this feels very much like unionize and like fighting against the man. That's what this feels like. And I think that's what it is. I think this person may abandon something and you step up into power and right the wrongs. Some of you may literally work as like a lawyer or something and be fighting for the people, fighting for like even like lower income families or economic hardship, something like that. Some of you may be going back to school to get like a law degree or something. And so if that's the case, you're being reminded, like, yes, absolutely, be studious and focus on finances, but don't forget to have fun too. That's what's coming through here. That is going to be important. Having fun. Where's the spark? Where's the magic? Where is the love? Like the Black Eyed Peas song. And isn't that all about like social justice? I can't sing it because I'll die, but children hurt and you hear them crying, right? Something like that. The Black Eyed Peas, Where's the Love? Listen to that song. There might be something in there for you. I don't know. All right, Scorpio, final advice or guidance. Forward movement, take action. Yeah, and the 8 of Wands twice. Get the people together, because you guys, when you collaborate, when you champion up together, or that's not the right word, when you collaborate and team up, you guys are going to go places. Swift, rapid action. And this is the arrows of like Sagittarius's bow and arrow, right? They shoot across the sky. You have places to go. You have magic to spread. You have important communication to get out to the world. Something about starting a website. This actually feels very kind of political as I go through the end here. Calling people out on shady dealings about things that were, again, like illegal, against the law. I think you step up and You put your neck on the chopping block to stand up and right the wrongs of shady things that were done. And actually, you know what this could be? You may file a lawsuit against this person. And I'm not saying that's for everyone, but I could absolutely see this. That's what's giving this person worry. Like, that's why they're shitting their pants, is because they really screwed up. And now it's like, oh, by the way, like, you've been served, or, you know, I'll see you in court. And they're just like, oh boy. Damn, Scorpio. But I think you're in the clear. I don't really think you did anything wrong, other than you maybe fell prey or fell victim to this person that just, their heart just isn't in the right place. But yours is, because you're the King of Cups. All right. Final advice or guidance. Move swift. Yeah. It's no longer time to rest. It's time to, like, go after, chase your rainbow. Go after your 10 of Cups, your fairy tale ending. Bring justice to, I am getting the group, the family, right? Something about the long term, the fairy tale ending. People who are struggling financially, even emotionally. Maybe you're a counselor or a therapist, or again, like fighting for the little guy, lawyers, legalities, that kind of thing. Taking swift and rapid action to right the wrongs. People who've been taken advantage of. This is actually like a really dark depiction. Four of Swords, it's a card of rest, of not doing anything at all. You're being encouraged to do something, to speak up, right? Wands can be communication. As well as, again, as I was saying, magic wands. You have something very magic, something very important to share or say or spread around to the world. This is encouraging you to not sit on it any longer. If you feel it in your heart, let your intuition be your guide. You are going to restore the joy and the happiness into something that's become dark, something that's kind of scary, something that, you know, it's the monster creeping up under the bed. I think you're trying to bring this person's joy back, or again, the team dynamic, whatever that is. This is a really cool spread, Scorpio. All right, final advice or guidance for my Scorpios. Again, lots of Sagittarian imagery. For Scorpio, final advice or guidance for Scorpio, for Scorpio, for Scorpio. Oh. Dream, follow your yearning for the deep blue sea. Yeah, something about travel here. Stepping outside the safety zone, the comfort zone. That's what fours are. The thing is, you're not comfortable, Scorpio. In fact, you're uncomfortable. This isn't something very pleasant. You're just lacking the confidence to do it. Follow your dreams, your intuition, what your inner truth is telling you to go after. You're supposed to go in that direction. Trust yourself. Be confident in your decisions. Because you're going to be the boss. You're going to be the one making executive decisions sooner or later, so you may as well get into practice now, right? Last advice or guidance for Scorpio. Advice or guidance for Scorpio. Voyage, set sail on a new course. Yeah, travel, action, exploring new lands. And a new course. Again, if it's not physical travel, you know, across the country or to a new state, it's like course correcting. This is your story now, but it's not going to be very much longer because, look, you're exploring new avenues. You're exploring new places to go, places to date, people to meet, places to see. You have a lot trying to come into you. And then generosity. What good is treasure if you keep it all to yourself? Yeah, bring the team together because you guys can make magic together. That's important. Generosity. And excommunicating or cutting off those who are not generous, those who are, egocentric or just not in it for the good of the team. All right, Scorpio, that's what I got for you. Please do like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below what resonates for you, and I will see you very soon for more tarot. Bye!